Hello and welcome to Little Blue Star. I'm Jane Allen and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today. This card today is a starry one. As you know, I love stars. You could mix it up with the colours and everything, but this is quite, I'd call this more masculine than feminine, but obviously it's unisex, so you can do it as you wish. So let's get started. So base card is a 5x7. Just normal white, so 5x7, burnish that. Then I've got a layer of basic white, and I've gone ahead and cut the star out of this. So I've just run it through my Stampin' Cut emboss machine and cut out the star, which will then place on there in a moment. Before I do that, I'm going to put the DSP behind. So for this one, I've got DSP the whole, so it fits the whole star behind. So it's 4 3/8, I think, 4 3/8 by 4 3/8. So if you want to do that, so it fits all the way behind, a nice big square like that, and then you'll get it in. But for this one, I just want to show you that I've sort of got an offcut that was left, and as you can see, it doesn't quite fit my star, but if you sort of turn it at an angle, you're left with like a tiny little bit that's not showing, and I thought I could then fit the little star over the top. So this is just a way of sort of sneakily using your materials, your DSP, like in a sneaky way that you can get away with not having to use so much, or that bit. I mean, I could have used it for something else and then had to cut another bit, but I thought I'd try and get away with just using this. So let's try and see if we can do that. So what I want to do is glue it in place. I'll get some glue and then work out roughly where it's going to go underneath my star, because obviously I don't want it to come out the edge anyway. And then I thought all that's left is that little tiny bit there, and we can obviously cover that with a star, see, so you'd never know. So let's try and do that now. So I'm going to put the glue on, but before I press it right the way down, I'll just check that it's in the right place. Oops, that was a bit much, but never mind. So roughly put it down where I think it's going to go. Nope, that's too far over there. That's what I love about Tombow, you get the nice little bit of wiggle room. Oops, that was too much. See what I'm doing? I'm just sort of carefully, yep, I think that's okay. Yeah, so it's all covering every single bit except for just this little section here, and as I said, I'll cover that with a star anyway. So that I'm happy with, so I'll just press that down. So hopefully that gives you an idea of sometimes when you haven't got a piece that's the right size, you can just get away with it by wiggling it round. But if you wanted to, obviously it's 4 3/8 by 4 3/8 if you wanted an exact size for that. Right, so before I stick it down, I'm actually going to put my sentiment on there. So I've got this little sentiment, hope you have the best birthday, and this is from Friendly Hello, which is a freebie with sale-a-bration that's on at the moment. So I really do like that set. I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. So I'm going to ink it up and then stamp it just about there. Lovely. And then we want to, obviously you could just glue that flat if you wanted to, but with this one I've popped it up on dimensionals. Hopefully you can sort of see that, so you get a nice like 3D effect with the star. So I'm going to do that again. So grab my dimensionals, and then you want to put a dimensional sort of in every inner corner of the star, as it were. You get a nice one there. You want one in every corner, and then sort of spread them out any which way really, just to make sure you'll get a nice coverage. And if you haven't got enough dimensionals, you can stick some of your edge pieces on in the gaps. That's a good way of using up your edge pieces. You just rip a bit off. You can be more neat, but I'm just going to do it like so. And then it's just a case of peeling all your pieces off really. So do it in sections as you go along. Peel all these off. I do love stars. I've got a bit of an obsession with them, but I just think they're, like I say, they're unisex, so I love them, but I think they just work well for everybody, whether it's like babies, children, men, women, you know, it's sort of for everyone. I think that's why I'm a bit obsessed. And then once you've stuck that, or peeled them off rather, we want to stick that into place. So just roughly get the right place, and then just push those dimensionals down, and then you get a lovely little effect. See, that even on its own is pretty darn cute, I think. So you could have it like that, and then obviously you can add whatever you want. So this one I'm adding Night of Navy, Poppy Parade, and what did I add there? Granny Apple Green, I think. Granny Apple Green. And then this piece of DSP is actually from the matching set. The DSP actually comes with the Friendly Hello in the sale-a-bration, so that is like the matching set that I've gone for, sort of the dots on there. And then it's just a case of adding your stars, and then you're done really. So I'm going to add my red one in the centre. So I'm going to add that roughly in the centre there. My blue one sort of down here, and then the green one, as I say, that's why I've got that little tiny little gap, but I want that to fill that little gap, so we would never know that it doesn't have the little bit of DSP underneath. And there you go. Now to finish it off, I've actually got the these little stars, Resin Stars Embellishments. And it goes with the Hayes Sports Fan set. And then I'm just going to add just a couple of the stars on the outside. So you can add as many as you want. You could add more, but I'm just going to leave it at 3, and then obviously a little bit of bling with the rhinestones, just to add 3 more of those. So, and I think that is quite a cute little card. Quite a simple card, I think, but effective, and I really love it. Hope you do too. Thanks for joining me today. Obviously leaving me a thumbs up if you like it, or comment. I always love to read your comments, and subscribe if you haven't. I do appreciate every person that subscribes, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.